Good evening. This is the Hindu's news wrap. Let's get started. Our top headlines for the day is the ongoing relief operations in Myanmar, which have been ravaged by a massive earthquake on Friday. Countries from around the world have sent relief materials and rescue personnel, and several others have promised to send more assistance. On the 20th of March, a 7.7 magnitude earthquake originated near Mandalay, which is in Myanmar, and shook the earth as far as Bangkok, about 1,300 kilometers away. With aftershocks still rattling the city at the epicenter, Myanmar has lost over 1,600 lives, and the number is expected to go up as several people are trapped under the rubble. This is the deadliest natural disaster to have hit Myanmar in the recent years, and critical infrastructure, including an airport, highways, and bridges, have been damaged. Myanmar's capital city, Naypyidaw, has suffered heavy damages. Satellite photos now show the brutal aftermath of the disaster. Sagaing has been hit by several earthquakes in the recent years, with a 6.8 magnitude event causing at least 26 deaths and dozens of injuries in 2012. But Friday's event is probably the biggest to hit Myanmar's mainland in 3/4 of a century, experts point out. One person has been killed and 7 others were injured as an express train derailed in Odisha's Cuttack. 11 coaches of the SMVT Bengaluru Kamakya AC Express derailed at Nirgundi at 11:54 am. Cuttack's district collector, Dattatreya Shinde, who oversaw the relief operations, said, and I quote, "One person has died and 7 others were injured in the accident." Unquote. He said that some passengers also fell ill after the accident because of the heat wave condition in the area. He added that they were treated at a temporary health camp which was set up near the accident site. The train was heading to Assam's Guwahati from Bengaluru. The accident happened on the down line of the all-important Howrah-Chennai route, affecting railway services. Efforts are being made to clear the accident site at the earliest, and the up line has already been made operational, officials said. A special train has started its journey, carrying the standard passengers from the accident site. 3 trains were diverted due to the derailment. Odisha Chief Minister Mohan Charan Manji expressed concern over the accident and said, and I quote, "Authorities are on site ensuring assistance and restoring normalcy at the earliest." Unquote. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said that 2 people were injured from his state and they were undergoing treatment. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had a jam-packed schedule today as he visited Nagpur and Chhattisgarh. He visited the Dr. Hegdewa Smriti Mandir at the RSS headquarters and paid homage to the founding members of the Sangh. He also visited Diksha Bhumi, where Dr. Ambedkar embraced Buddhism in 1956. Modi also laid the foundation stone of the Madhav Netralaya Premium Center. Speaking at the event, the Prime Minister said that RSS volunteers are working selflessly in various spheres and part of the country. He described the Sangh as the banyan tree of India's immortal culture. Here's what he said.
जो विचार भी 100 साल पहले बोला गया वो महान वटवृक्ष के रूप में आज दुनिया के सामने है। सिद्धांत और आदर्श इस वटवृक्ष को ऊंचाई देते हैं। लाखों करोड़ों स्वयंसेवक इसकी टहनी, ये कोई साधारण वटवृक्ष नहीं, राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ भारत की अमर संस्कृति का आधुनिक अक्षय वट है।
PM Modi is the second sitting Prime Minister to visit the RSS headquarters in Nagpur. Atal Bihari Vajpayee had visited it in 2000 during his third term as the Prime Minister. Modi also visited the Solar Defense and Aerospace Limited's ammunition facility in Nagpur and inaugurated an airstrip for unarmed aerial vehicles and a facility for testing loitering munition. He also inaugurated multiple development projects worth more than 33,000 crores in Chhattisgarh. This is the Prime Minister's first visit to the state after the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. The Armed Forces Special Powers Act has been extended for 6 months in the entire state of Manipur except the jurisdiction of 13 police stations in view of the law and order situation there. ASPA has also been extended in 8 districts in Nagaland and 21 police station areas in 5 other districts of the state for another 6 months, a notification said. The Armed Forces Special Powers Act gives the armed forces operating in disturbed areas special powers and immunity from prosecution unless approved by the center. Bihar's Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has reiterated his commitment to the NDA, saying that he would never again leave the BJP, having done so twice by mistakes. With assembly elections barely a few months away, the JDU president's statement came at a function in Patna where he, along with Union Minister Amit Shah, unveiled several projects of the state and centre. A BJP ally since the mid-90s, Kumar split with the party in 2014, only to realign with it 3 years later. In 2022, he parted ways with the BJP again. Ahead of last year's Lok Sabha polls, the JDU leader made his way back to the NDA. Here's what the Bihar Chief Minister said.
अब हमसे गलती हुआ हमारे पटिया में कि 2 बार उन्हीं लोगों को ली 1.5 महीना, तो हम लोगों ने तय कर लिया कि ये गलत है, ये कभी नहीं होगा और शुरू से। और हमको मुख्यमंत्री कौन बताए? श्रद्धेय अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी ने मुझको बनाया था, तो हम कैसे भूल सकते हैं? और एक तरह से उन्होंने काम किया, जो कभी बीच में गड़बड़ उन लोग किया, कभी कुछ नहीं। तो हम ही लोगों के पटिया में कुछ लोग इधर उधर कर दिया था, तो अब वो सब संभव नहीं है। अब सब दिन वही होगा।
Meanwhile, Union Home Minister Amit Shah sounded the poll bugle in Bihar as he urged the people to back the NDA and vote it back to power. Addressing a rally in Gopalganj, the Union Minister accused RJD President Lalu Prasad and his wife Rabri Devi of running a jungle raj, alleging that murders, kidnappings and dacoities became an industry in the state when they were in power. Here's what he said.
भाइयों बहनों, आज मैं यहाँ लालू यादव को पूछना आया। 15 साल तक लालू राबड़ी की सरकार रही, 10 साल तक सोनिया मनमोहन की सरकार में लालू मंत्री थे। आपने बिहार के लिए किया।
Well, that's all for today's evening wrap. Stay tuned with The Hindu and subscribe for more.